a word with our winners.
Whew, thank you very much, gentlemen. I am joined by Darshan and Huhi after an intense 5-game series. Real quick, let me see the hands. Are they shaking at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? I mean, yeah, Huhi's like, I'm cool, calm, collected. I knew we had that one. All right, I'm coming to you first, Darshan, just because we played a feature at the beginning of the day in which you stated, a lot of people looked at us as a different team coming into the split because we have 2 new members. They're not looking at us as the defending champions. So here you guys were looking to prove that you deserve to be back in the finals, and you get it after a hard-fought 5-game series. How does it feel to know that you're right back there to defend your title?
It honestly just doesn't even feel like we've won yet. That was just an amazing series. I want to commend Team Liquid because that was probably one of the hardest best of 5s I've ever fought. And like whenever you get to that game 5 moment, you're just like, it's not a best of 5 anymore. It's this one game that determines everything, and that pressure is huge. And they had, I think, 3 rookies on their team, and they made it all the way, like they made it to game 5 against us. And yeah, it's just crazy to make it to the finals. I thought we were going to win. I always like to be confident, but that was really hard fought.
A tremendous series, one of the best that I've seen in NA LCS 5-game series. I mean, Darshan mentions rookies on that side. You're coming in as a guy who had to watch the championship game from the sidelines last year, and here you are getting your opportunity to prove yourself as a starter, and you've made it right back into the finals with this squad. So talk to me about what winning this best of 5 series means to you.
Winning this best of 5 means like a lot of things for me and Trevor, 6A, especially because we're the rookies. We're not like really familiar with the best of 5s. So people were like underestimating us because of the 2 rookies, in my opinion. And then I think we're proving that we can also play like really well. And then we made it to finals. So yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, we were commenting, I mean, you definitely stepped up, and a lot of question marks around different lane matchups and things like that. But the Anivia pick specifically into the Rise. I mean, the double TP play, which won you guys the series between the 2 of you. Talk to me a little bit about that, Darshan. Like, where was that like a for sure call, or like where did that come from?
As soon as I backed, I was thinking about teleporting, and I was like, Jay, we can double TP mid right now and then try and end the game. And then Jake is screaming like, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't go on Caitlyn. And then we both go through, and I don't think Piglet expected both of us to come out, so I pop out, take the trap, and then as soon as I take the trap, Caitlyn starts hitting me, and then Rise pops out too, just one-shots him, and then we win the game. And I think that's probably one of the craziest ways I've ended like a best of 5 series, just double TP mid to surprise somebody. I definitely didn't think in a million years that that's how I'd win a game.
Absolutely insane way to win a game. All of us back here were screaming at our monitors, thinking that actually only one of you were TPing. Then to see you both pop out, we're like, oh my God, that wins the game. Huhi, having seen Team Liquid, Darshan already mentioned that they were very much a formidable opponent, and props to them for taking you guys to 5 games. Having seen them 3-0 energy and kind of that very fast progression that they made in the last couple weeks of the split, and then through the 2 weeks of time that they had to prep, how did that change the way that you guys prepped, seeing them as now this new force that you really had to get through in order to go up against either Immortals or TSM in the finals?
We didn't really change how like we prepare, because when we lost to them in regular season, then when they also won versus C9, we knew that they were really good. They improved a lot, and then they were actually like top 2 team in NA, in my opinion. So we were really like, trying really hard to not like underestimate them, and then we also tried to not lose the confidence. And then, yeah, we took the best of 5.
Yep. So, Darshan, back to you. One of the big focuses in this matchup in Champion Select was the top lane meta. Really, you know, looking at you landing that Echo for the first few games, coming up big on it, the response by Team Liquid to pick it up, and Lorlo going off on it, and then altogether banned at the end of the day. But I just want to get your thoughts on the developing top lane meta as we have trended back towards tanks, Echo looking to be the highest priority one, but that means that the likes of Fiora and Pantheon and Jack seem to have kind of fallen to the wayside.
I definitely think carries are still good, but I definitely think it's more of a tank meta right now, and I think it's hilarious that throughout the course of the split, I played a lot of carries, and people thought I could only play split pushers and things like that, and that was kind of the only style we could run, where I'm just in a side lane 1v1ing, otherwise we can't win the game. But the truth was that was, I felt at the time, the best champions to pick and the best style to run. And we played really well around that, because that's a lot harder than just picking Poppy and brute forcing. And I didn't really have a problem playing the tanks like Poppy, Echo, Maokai. I think they're pretty straightforward. a lot easier to play than some of the carries, and I just play whatever's best for our team, and tanks are stronger right now, so I'll pick those when it's better.
Yep, and that you did. Finally, you guys are playing the victor of tomorrow's game, Team Solo Mid versus Immortals. Huhi, do you have a prediction for us in terms of how that series is expected to go? And then Darshan, I'm coming to you for the final matchup and how you expect to do it on that stage. So starting here.
I think it is going to be a really close game. Like it can go like 3-2 for like both sides, but I'll give the hands up to Immortals because I do think Reignover is like actually out jungling every jungler except Xmidi.
Ah, there it is. There's the caveat. I like it.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So in favor of Immortals, but you think that it will be a close series.
Yes.
All right, well, that's good to hear because we enjoy 5-game series here at the NA LCS. You guys gave us a good one. But Darshan, considering then that this prediction is correct, Immortals does come away with the victory. How do you feel you guys are going to stack up against the 17-1, the touted best team in the NA LCS currently?
Well, I definitely think Immortals is still the best team in NA, and they kind of have a unique style, and we've learned a lot from playing them. And I think this is going to be our biggest test to ourselves. Like, do we deserve a chance to go to MSI and play on the big stage to be the best team in North America, or are we not good enough yet? And I think we're going to have to do a lot of work in this week if we want to clean up our play and be a strong enough team to beat Immortals, because they're really good. They've got great players, and Reignover is just a monster.
All right, well, at the end of the day, you guys have seen what it is to be in an intense 5-game series. So if it were to go to that, I have faith that you'd be cool, calm, and collected after the series today. Congratulations on the victory. We'll see you guys in Vegas for the finals. Right now, though, we're going to take an opportunity to check in with Jat, who's standing by for an interview with Liquid's jungler.
Thank you, Dash. And yes, I'm with Dardoch. And Dardoch, that series was absolutely insane. Thank you so much for interviewing us after the loss. But I mean, do you just have any immediate thoughts about that series? It must be kind of crushing to lose after being so close to win, but how do you feel?
I mean, I feel bad because we lost, but overall it was a really close series and really fun to play overall. Yeah, I'm disappointed that we're stuck to either get third or fourth, but yeah, better than our expectations at the beginning of the split, I suppose.
Yeah, and I got to say, just casting that match, it was definitely one of the best semifinal matchups I've ever seen in the North American LCS. How do you think the team feels about just like being a part of a game like that, but still coming up just barely short?
I mean, our overall mood is probably going to be down since we lost, and we have such higher expectations of the team. Like, we really expected to go to finals. We really expected to win the whole split. But, yeah, we're going to bounce back stronger. We're going to be even better in Summer Split.
Yeah, maybe an immediate reflection from that series. That last game was so close for so long. Is there anything that you would have liked to change, a shot call in the middle of the game, something towards the end of the game that you think could have swung it in your favor?
I should have called off us baiting around Baron and instead just sieging mid with Caitlyn and Karma. But other than that, no, I don't have that many regrets this series.
Yeah, it's definitely super close. This doesn't mean your split's over, though. There's still championship points on the line. You guys will still be going to Vegas playing in that third-place match. How are you guys going to kind of bounce back and prepare for Vegas? And who would you actually rather face between TSM and Immortals?
I don't have a preference of TSM Immortals. We're going to smash whoever we get against, but I'm pretty ready regardless. We're not going to like stop. We're not going to slow down for practice just because it's like a less valuable match or anything. We're just going to meet whoever we play against, beat them, and then move on to next split.
All right, well, thank you so much, Dardoch, for this interview. It was a hell of a series, and I hope you're proud, and Team Liquid should hold their heads high. Good luck in the third, fourth place match in Las Vegas, and I'll see you there. For now, though, we're going to send it back to Dash.
Thank you very much, Jat, and absolutely Team Liquid as a squad should be holding their heads very high. I mean, these 3 rookies, along with the 2 veterans, coming in, through the middle of this split, performing as well as they did, and hey, they still have the opportunity to battle for that third place slot and move into summer as an even stronger team. I mean, given the intensity of that 5-game series, I'm going to open the floor to you guys. Final thoughts on how that ended up with CLG coming out and making a trip back to the finals.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was an incredibly close series. Both sides definitely have a lot to be proud about. And I mean, this is one of the most exciting playoff series I can remember ever in League. Like this was nuts. Like we were all going insane on the desk. Game 5 was like super stressful. I can't even imagine what it was like to play because I felt like I was like losing my mind. So it was sick. Props to everyone involved.
Yeah, I think we said the phrase "this game is over" now like 3 or 4 times when it wasn't over yet because Darshan would just like get caught, and then like Baron would start, be like, oh, all right, well, Liquid's gonna close one out, and then like who he gets caught is like, yep, Liquid's gonna close one out, and then like they would just kill 2 back. Like Styx would make a sick play, or who would make a sick play and get it back in. I mean, Piglet tried his hardest. He did the most damage in the game that last one. Like that guy was super stellar still as a player. Really, amazing. There's just so many things you can say.
Right? Yeah, it really is. Kiwi, final thoughts?
Man, I just feel bad for Matt. I think that, oh my gosh, there must have been so much pressure on him because they were, like Jat said, they're baited like 24 times. So yeah, and every time it was with the Bartle, and man, there's just so, that must be really hard.
And that was one of those situations too where you look at the strategy and you don't necessarily find anything wrong with it, right? I mean, they were going through the motions, they were getting, and just like the fights didn't, some went in their favor, some didn't, but not enough to actually secure the Baron or take the win, you know, and that double TP play at the end there. I mean, I love that Darshan pointed out that was a contentious call.
Yeah.
Sure. You know, Smithy's sitting there saying, no, don't do it, because it's a potentially game-losing play as well, right? If they both somehow die, but they went for it, they get it, and that's the kind of way that you want to take a victory there in Game 5 of the semifinals. Now, this is going to tie directly into our one player that stood out from the rest and claimed our player of the series honors. That was none other than Darshan. Darshan was pivotal in CLG's first 2 wins on Echo and had a huge presence on Poppy in Game 5, including the final TP play to win the match and send CLG to the finals.
Yeah, I mean, Darshan went nuts. Like, all 3 games that they won, he was completely, carrying. Like, he was going off in all these games. He played incredibly.
Yeah, I mean, 20 KDA in the final game. Like, he almost has as much damage as the Lucian or as the Kindred on his team. And one thing that really resonated with me is I've always thought Darshan's a very smart player, but the way he talked about his champion pool, saying, look, coming into the season, I played the champions in style that I thought was best for League of Legends, which was contrary to what most people were playing. And then here he's like, look, I identified that I think the best champions are Echo and Poppy and Maokai, and so I will learn them and I will play them well and I will succeed. And so he's completely willing to pivot his style to what he thinks the correct style for the game is, even if that's not what everyone else perceives. And in this case, it is, of course.
Kiwi, can you speak to Darshan as a player? I mean, you've already to a degree, spoken to Darshan as a player and the way that he approaches the game of League of Legends.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Darshan who called that double TP. I don't know.
He confirmed it on the interview. He said, it was my call.
Sorry, my bad.
No worries.
But yeah, he's somebody who like takes risks. And I think it's really important in this game, especially on stage, because people tend to just kind of shrivel down and they're not as bold. And he just doesn't care. And that's what I like in a player. And I think every team at least needs one person like that.
Yeah.
Thinks outside of the box. And yeah, I mean, I've played with him, so yeah, I can confirm that he definitely does that.
Well, a much-deserved player of the series honors there for him. With CLG's Game 5 win, we can fill in one more block of our playoff bracket. CounterLogic Gaming have locked in their 2nd straight appearance in the finals to defend their championship title from last summer's split. They will be battling the winner of tomorrow's semifinal showdown between the #1 seed Immortals and TSM. We'll continue to fill that in after tomorrow's match. That will hit your stream starting tomorrow, immediately after the European LCS semifinal between G2 Esports and Fnatic. Real quick, I want to get your guys' thoughts on Immortals versus TSM. Huhi, in the interview, said he thinks it could be a very close 5-game series, just as this one was. Do you guys expect the same thing?
I feel like TSM is outmatched. I think that the advantages go to Immortals in basically like every role except for mid lane.
Okay.
So I think that it's tough, right? Can they win? Yes, but is Bjergsen gonna have to come up big? Yes. Or maybe Sven or someone. Sven came up really big in the quarters against C9. So if someone has plays above their normal level, yes, they can win. But in a normal game, I don't think they can.
Yeah,
Kiwi.
ran over is too good. Yeah. But Svenskeren, he played so well against C9, so.
Yeah, we definitely saw the kind of the synergy develop between Bjergsen and Svenskeren. That could be something that blows up in the game.
Yeah, I would have liked to see what TSM would have been like at this level of play the whole time. Svenskeren's a guy who's been to Worlds, Yellowstar top 4 at Worlds. Like, he was the teammate of the Houdini and Raynor who got top 4. So you get that level of caliber out of these players, it's a much closer game. It could be super close.
Yeah, without a doubt, Immortals is walking in as the favorite. They are the #1 seed after all, and they did go 17-1 in the regular season, but one can hope for a very close, exciting series, of course. Well, hopefully today's exciting matches will stand up to the test of time. and match some of the great moments you at home submitted for your favorite Kiwi Kid moments. Lots of fans commented on the relationship between Kiwi and former teammate Cutie Pie, the banter, the laughs, and of course, the songs from Riverwind DK5. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Kiwi Pie love.
That dude was a beast on Thresh yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away, but now I need.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're pretty in sync, and I think it came from all the Kendrick
Like the
Lamar
boy
we
band?
listened to together.
There it is.
But nah, I mean, I really like just talking to Cutie, and you know, we always did a lot of random stuff together, and so, you know, we just do whatever.
And I feel like every single mic check, like post-game rollout, did involve the two of you in some way, shape, or form with all the shenanigans that you guys got yourselves into. Next up is a moment that I think we all remember, submitted by the Mamba Machine, pulling Dig out of the grave with the 5-man pulverizers in Game 5 of promo tournament, hashtag Hall of Fame. Here you are.
And Kiwi Kid is only 3 autos from being killed. He's just zoned to the back line. Oh, 5-man knockup! And in they go. Core JJ picks up 1. They get 2. Trans can't buy enough time. 4 kills picked up for Dignitas. Kiwi Kid with the headbutt pulverized that puts Dignitas ahead in this game. It was looking grim until that exact moment.
Yeah, I really like looking at the clip sometimes, but not for me. I just love hearing Freak's voice. He encapsulates the play. And yeah, no matter what, I think it's a little overplayed, but I can't overplay it enough for Freak. So
I mean, in a game-winning
Makes me
moment,
blush.
something like that saves, you know, the series rather for Dignitas. I mean, that had to have felt good.
yeah, it felt good, and at least Trance got his revenge this year. So that's true. Yeah, I think that guy plays it a lot too. I'm sure he saved that play on his phone.
That's a very good point, one that I hadn't thought of. And you can't be, of course, in a league as long as Kiwi Kid without some in-game bloopers. Another moment we all remember from Red New Y, rather. My favorite Kiwi Kid moment was the flash tibbers on absolutely no one. It was great and definitely made everyone laugh.
Hey, come on.
Slow game. The thing is, I don't know if Gravity... Oh, there's the... What? Not the play I was looking for. What? He sees... saw a ghost. Hello?
Hey, sometimes the pressure just gets to you. You just start hallucinating.
So someone might have been recalling behind the wall.
Nah, I'm pretty sure somebody was recalling, but, you know, let's just pretend I was just, you know. Just
Don't look at the minigap during
Everyone's
the
a troll
clip.
from
Jesus
time to
take the
time,
wheel.
you know?
Just
You play that many games of League of Legends, sometimes you just got to make it
sometimes you just gotta
interesting, right?
slam your head on the keyboard and just hope something happens.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
I've tried that. It
That's
works
my
sometimes.
solo queue philosophy, my friend.
No, it's just someone tells you, you know, yeah, press enter twice, then type fear, and so you know, chat box out FR. Oh, I guess that
Do
was,
something. It's okay.
Yeah, oh, my bad.
All right, you want me to do something? Here it goes. Well, finally, we've got a tweet from fellow LCS legend Saint Vicious. This is my favorite. JK Kiwi, I love you and hope you end up well.
Because he removed that record from Zay Vicious himself, I'm pretty sure.
Was that the case? Was that who he
No, I'm
stole it
making
from?
it up.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
putting it into a burn anyway.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh
right?
yeah, I miss dying all the time. Yeah.
Hey, having a record, right? That's more than
Yeah.
the rest of us can say.
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I got something that Bjergsen will never have, so
right,
yeah,
well,
that's I wish.
And
he
in
could
case,
prove-
in
he
case
can
you
prove you
were, in
wrong.
case you were curious, you still own that record.
Wait, are you
so
serious?
yeah, I was just informed that
Oh,
apparently
no.
you still own the record, so you
No,
can
I'm
hold
pretty sure
that.
somebody took it from me, but I've been playing. At least I won't have it for. I won't always.
Wear
have
it proud.
There's
Wear
no
that
way
badge
I'll
proud.
always have that.
Right?
I think you might have the highest individual game deaths record as well, by the way.
Well, that's taking it too far.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of records for this man.
That's true. You're
a
right.
legend.
So many accolades.
They're like anti-records. I don't want those.
All right, well, regardless to say, I want to thank Kiwi Kid for joining us and letting us bask in the warm glow of his league knowledge. For the rest of us, though, on behalf of the live broadcast crew, thank you for watching, and we'll see you all back here tomorrow for some more League of Legends.
More League of Legends.